sensing some real evil vibes this way. Now follow me.
A beautiful body indeed, and full of power.
I'm invincible!
Looking bad. How do we win this?
We attack together for the Queen!
You'll never get the Sword of Souls, Chewie, idiot! You want to fight? I'll give you a fight!
That's a big boy. That's a big, big boy.
Sisters, I believe we have found our champion.
Oh, listen to me, lip-flapping while you could be off adventuring.
Tina, you left a cheese curl on the board.
Mayhaps it is a powerful ancient meteor, and it begins to rise from the ground.
This isn't a blessing. It's a blasting!
Hold on. What game are we playing here?
We're playing Bunkers and Badasses, baby!
We need more calcium out here!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tiny Tina's of the World. I am your host, Trisha Hirschberger, and today we are going to celebrate all things Tiny Tina from all around the world. I am so honored today to be joined by the voice of Tiny Tina, as we know and love her from the games, Ashly Burch. Welcome to the stream today. We are so excited to have you. Thank you for being here. And we're also joined today by the face of Tiny Tina, as we will come to know her from the upcoming film, Ariana Greenblatt. Welcome to the stream today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, folks, today we're going to see gameplay. We're going to hear from Tiny Tinas all over the world, and we have some wonderful content creators joining us as well for the gameplay that we're about to see. Next up, we have my sister from the 2K Next Makers program, the one and only Tess Games. Welcome so much to the stream, Tess. Great to have you here. And also from all the way across the pond, coming to us from UK, content creator extraordinaire, Leah Viathan.
Hello.
Welcome to all of you today. Like I said, we have so much fun in store. We're going to take a look at gameplay. We're going to chat all things Tiny Tina. But for those of you watching who may be thinking, Trisha, I don't really know who Tiny Tina is. I hope that's okay. You know what? Not only is it okay, you are in for a treat. Take a look at this.
Some of you may be asking, Tina, why are there guns in a fantasy world? And I am just so glad you asked, because shut up your face and get shooting! Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler? It's you, baby.
You'll never get the Sword of Souls, Chewie, idiot!
You want to fight? I'll give you a fight!
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby!
Hold on. What game are we playing here?
We're playing Bunkers and Badasses, baby!
So now that you know a little bit about who Tina is, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more to the Tinas we have here on stage. Ashly and Ariana, how did you two meet?
Over WhatsApp?
Digital.
Yeah, digitally. Janina Gavankar, who is a wonderful actor, she made sure that Ariana and I met over WhatsApp, which I thought was so
We had
sweet.
a little break, and I was like, can I meet the one and only Ashton? She's like, yeah, I know her. And I was like, okay, great. So she just scheduled a little thing in the trailer, and it was so cool. I was like honored to meet her, and you got to see me in everything. They have all the costumes and such, and it was so
very
nice.
cool. Yeah.
And then I saw you, and I feel like I already know you, but now we're here.
That is huge. Now, Ariana, this is your first foray into gaming, right?
Yes, yes. My brother, my brother loves video games. Like, he's obsessed with it. So when I got the audition for Tiny Tina, he was like, no, you got to do it. I love the game so much. So I did my research as much as I could, and I was like, all right, let me give it a little try. And I kind of have like fallen in love with the video game world. I mean, streamers, and I watched Tess's Bordercast and all of the above. So yeah, it's cool to dabble into this world of things, and I'm so happy to be like welcomed in so nicely. Thank you guys.
Yes, well, we're so happy to have you, and I cannot wait to see the similarities yet different takes on the two Tiny Tinas when we do get to see the film. It's going to be just awesome. Ashley, question for you. In Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, with the premise that Tina is running this tabletop RPG, do you voice all the NPCs or a whole lot of the NPCs as the storyteller would?
No, thankfully. I think that would be a little bit too much Ashley for anyone. No, we have an amazing cast of some returning characters, lots of new ones, but it's wonderful. I mean, it's star-studded, as they say. But yeah, thankfully there are many, many other voices you hear besides mine in the game.
I mean, I honestly, the little bit of it that I got to play, I was like, wow, Ashley's doing some heavy lifting.
I should have just claimed it. Yeah, I can do a perfect male voice. No problem.
Well, honestly, it's so convincing. As you mentioned, the voice talent is so great because we're seeing this all, and the storytelling is all from Tina's perspective, which is what makes it feel like that. So hats off to the devs, because it really does take us on that journey. Now, speaking of taking us on that journey, Tess, you have been leading us through everything we know about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands up until this point through Wondercast. What are you most looking forward to today out of the gameplay we're about to see in this event?
The character creator, actually, because it's unlike anything that any sort of Borderlands experience has been like in the past, right? We've always gotten to choose some really amazing characters. They did have like a ton of representation and a ton of just cool personalities, and you had so many options for gameplay styles and things like that, but you never were able to really make a character your own, to choose their like hair and their facial features and things like that. And I don't know exactly what we're able to choose yet, but I know it's really in depth, and we basically get to make our own character, our own person. And that's so cool. So I'm so excited to see that.
Yes, we're going to delve into that today. And I think today will be the first time a lot of people have seen it, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll certainly be the first time I've seen it, and I'm super excited about that. Now, Leah, for you, is Tiny Tina's Wonderlands similar to the types of games that you normally stream?
It's kind of a blend of everything that I love, because it's got that like Borderlands craziness alongside TTRPGs like Dungeons and Dragons. It's the best thing ever. You get to combine that like a strange like insanity of the quests and the like the tavern idyllic sort of countryside. Go and defeat some goblins kind of thing, mixed in with the Borderlands that we love. So I think it's the perfect combination, and I can't wait to see what we've got in store.
And of course, all of these adventures from the mind of Tiny Tina. Now, we have so many people who love and are fans of Tiny Tina right here in studio. There are also so many people who have helped bring Tina to life from all over the world. We put together a little something that conveys just that. Let's take a look.
On passe au fils de perso, bébé! Je suis le maître du bunker. J'ai tous les droits! Ça viendra, Veloche! C'est seulement la mise en place! Maintenant, plus un mot! Place au Seigneur Dragon!
Hola, soy Sara Eras. Pongo voz a Tina Chiquitina en Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. ¡Tirado de iniciativa, pringaos! ¡Chao!
そういうネタはダメ！このゲームのレーティングは T よ！ティナの T！まあ、待ちなってバレンタイン。物語はこっからよ。じゃあ、おしゃべり終わり。ドラゴンロードに注目！じゃあ、大将フリナ、山田 Zeit für die Charakterbögen, Leute! Das ist Tinas Fantasie, Baby! Ich bin der Bunkermaster und ich sage, was läuft! Initiative-Wurf, Leute!
And now that we have heard from Tiny Tinas all over the world, how cool was that? Today is about the gameplay. I am so excited to dive into the action, and first, we are going to start that off. Tess, I know you're stoked about this, with some character creation. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Do it. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead, everybody, jump on in. Ashley, when you play tabletop RPG games, what type of character are you normally drawn to?
I like them short, and I like them burly, and I like them cowardly. Those are my go-tos. I like scaredy cat brick crap houses.
We'll see if you can build that in Wonderland.
I'm gonna try.
Sorry.
It's not you. I just made my head so small and it really made me happy.
I want a small head.
This is perfect. And Leah, what are you building over there so far?
I've not decided yet. It's going to be a blend of like all of my TTRPG characters. Some horrible combination.
Of course. Leah, is there a character class when you're playing games that you're more drawn to? Or are you more of a tank, a support? What type of character do you generally lean into?
Honestly, snipers or spellcasters, which this class that I think I've chosen is kind of a bit of both, so it's perfect.
Cool. And Tess, what are you leaning into as probably the one who has the most background on Wonderlands going into this play session?
Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna end up playing as my first like playthrough at launch because they're all so good. I like Stabomancer a lot, but I think today I'm gonna do Berserker.
The Berserker, I love it, and I hear a lot of giggling going on
Sorry,
over to
guys.
this side
You
of the
guys
stage.
are talking legitimate like battle strategy, and Ariana and I are just making the voice really high and the head really small.
Perfect.
Just expect this to be the nature of the next hour, and I apologize
I
in
want
advance.
this one in real life.
Perfect.
Well, okay, Ariana.
She's made the head as small as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so tiny head. What else are you going
I have
with?
a really big body.
Okay,
like,
cool.
He's huge, like Thanos type stuff.
Cool.
Okay, and then I have a voice. I don't know what it is. And then I have voice pitch all the way up, like super
Great.
high. I want to see if Ashley can like create the voice as high as possible. And then yeah, that's all I have so far. I have a lot of work to do.
Sounds good. It's going good. Do you normally start with head size when creating characters?
Usually, because this game is so great, it lets me like customize that like detailed. So I usually can't.
Okay.
But with this game, you can. So.
Just wait till you get to the face. There's so many options.
Now, then you really can get into it. Now you can
Okay.
Nice.
get the facial hair going. I feel like I want a full beard.
I love it.
Why shouldn't you?
Do it.
Or a tiny mustache. Oh, the tiny mustache is very funny, actually. I'm going to do that.
Or a tiny mustache and a full beard. I don't know if that's an option. I also have not seen the character creator yet. Tess, is it everything you thought it would be?
Oh God, it's more. It's okay. So I have played a lot of video games, and some video games are like, we have a character creator, and then you basically just get to choose from like 5 faces. This is so much more in depth. It's amazing. You could have asymmetry. You can have an eye that's bigger than the other eye.
Oh, I'm doing that right now.
Oh my God.
Tiniest right eye possible. Tiniest
Hey,
right
why
eye
the
possible.
right? What made you pick the right?
I'm not sure, but I'm really
You just went with your
determined
gut.
now.
Now,
No, of
here's my
course.
question. If
It's so
it's
good.
tiniest right eye possible and like larger left eye, are
Yes.
they kind of always one eyebrowing it at you?
Or very confused. I'm going to see how it goes. Right now, well, I made the right ear very small.
Oh.
I just really want you to be able to glean a lot of personality from just the facial features.
Yeah.
Mostly how sadistic I am in my character creator. That's what I want you to be able to glean. Oh, the snub nose. Thank you. As big as you can make it, please.
Why is it so fun?
So good. I see some very interesting hairstyles, some very bushy brows going on right now.
I'm gonna start crying.
Leah, how are you doing so far? What's your most pronounced trait at this point in your character?
Yeah, it's emo. Just go full emo. Yeah, you know, edgy protagonist. I feel like I have to do a serious thing, balance the insanity that I can hear happening.
It is. I mean,
I'm
at
so
least
sorry.
what I'm looking at right now looks to be lots of
Oh,
boogies.
that's my beautiful baby.
Are
That's
those
my
boogers?
beautiful child. No, that's just how pronounced their gorgeous nose is.
Oh.
And right now I have quite a pucker happening.
Got it.
I'm hoping that everyone will be willing to try to emulate the face of the character that they've made after they've made it.
You know what? I
'Cause this
love
don't
that
even-
idea. I love that idea.
I want to make
yes.
this my profile picture on every social media I possibly can. This is so good.
Now, I'm wondering if this lovely character I'm looking at now might be Ariana's character.
It is indeed.
Oh,
Yes,
beautiful.
Would you like
Oh
to
my God,
describe?
yes.
No, of course.
Well,
So-
she said it was like a handsome Squidward.
Yeah,
was
so-
how she described it.
So he's really handsome, as you can tell. he's a softie.
Okay.
You know, he's
Yeah.
an empath, if you will.
Yeah.
An empath. I can
he's-
see it in
right?
the eyes.
Look at the eyes. It's so beautiful. And I don't know, you know, I'm still figuring it out. He has problems picking his like, facial hair, but I think for right now, maybe I'll braid it in a little bit. I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh.
Oh my God. You can do makeup.
You can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think these character choices are absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
And this is kind of, I'm going to throw this question out to everybody. Are there any areas where you're able to customize that you weren't expecting?
Yes.
Yeah.
The height of the
So
eyes.
many.
It's becoming insanity over here, I have to tell you.
Okay.
It's becoming
Oh,
absolute.
ears.
I just saw that eye move all the way to the side.
I'm doing my own version of Monster Factory right now. That's what I'm doing. Oh, interesting.
Mouth symmetry?
Oh, yeah.
This is not for indecisive people.
Yeah, there's so many choices. It's amazing. I'm basically making a cat girl in my colors, the same colors I'm wearing.
I've really just tried to like let the muse, you know, guide me in
Right.
terms of these wonderful characteristics that you can adjust,
Okay, you'll get there.
and
God,
it's
there's
really beautiful.
So many choices. It's wild. Like there's different lipstick choices, different eyeliner, different eyeshadow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know someone could be like this gorgeous.
You know? Oh, I like the asymmetrical eyes.
right?
I really like the heavy
that
eyeliner.
looks so good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm really loving where you're going with this.
All right, so I believe now we're looking at Ashley. This was Splort.
Yeah, I think they're in a transition, so I'm gonna go artist formerly known as Splort.
Love it. Ariana, hi. Let us know about this lovely individual.
So this is Taroba.
I love that. Leah, who have you got for us today?
Well, because my character looks so emo, I've decided they're going to be called Giggles, and they spend most of their time giggling manically and maniacally every time they shoot things.
Sounds perfect for this world. Tess, who have you got for us today?
We'll just call her Kitty. We'll call her
Okay,
Kitty. She matches my outfit in every way, including makeup.
Oh, that's true. I
she's
didn't
a
even notice that. You're
berserker.
right. She's your familiar. She's perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I feel like we have a nice, well-rounded, if not well-adjusted party. Let's go ahead and get this adventure started. All right, we are back in, and I can't help but giggle right now as I'm looking at this very colorful cast of characters that you've all created. Are there any direction markers you can see to kick off where we're headed?
Yes, let's go.
Following. Oh my God, you're doing the thing.
Sliding is very fun. I like that you can see your feet.
Yes.
It's like, look
Oh, it's so immersive.
How am I all the way behind? I'm literally running.
Perfect.
Trisha.
Are we ready to talk
Yes.
to Jar?
Jar.
I love you, Jar.
Jar's my cousin, by the way.
Oh, I can see the resemblance.
So
Just want to let you
cute.
know.
Great, perfect.
Ashley, I think you just walked through the fire.
I sure did. And I did it again. No, it doesn't hurt me. I
Just
can't
'cause
feel
you're,
anything
like,
anymore.
You're just so
Great.
hot that you can't help yourself.
Goblin's tired of forced oppression. Why?
That's
wouldn't
my
be?
line.
Who doesn't love the smell of revolution in the morning or whatever time it happens to be? Perfect. Except.
I thought you said a forced depression. I literally thought you said that.
Forced oppression.
I was
Instead
like,
of-
sorry, Jar. Your cousin is here for you. What do you need?
First, we must shatter the chains of oppression.
Okay, we'll be your
Fight
heroes.
for glorious goblin freedom and rebuke the tyranny of Dragon God Volcanar.
We're gonna free some goblins from tyranny and oppression.
I'm with you, Jar Jr.
I am with you on that one.
Brave.
I know.
You
I'm
are
a true
dropping it
hero.
like it's hot.
I
Jar
love
Jr.
that this is like this is Jar's like Braveheart moment. You know, he's
I love it.
rallying the forces.
Demanding
His little run.
We have to have
Look at run. Yeah.
if he is displeased with the offering, his punishment is hard.
Oh,
We must put a stop to it once and for all.
You should have some.
we should
Oh, yeah.
be full. Oh, these are
we
bad
kill
guys.
this? Oh, we do kill this.
Yes. Oh God. Yes.
Those rings?
Oh, it's a burst rifle, eh?
Are you Canadian?
I don't know why I say A sometimes. I dated a Canadian once, and that just stuck.
I
This
mean,
time of need.
I have to say, I am impressed, y'all, with how quickly you took those down together as a team.
We're just so good.
Oh yes.
Killing it, friends.
That's amazing.
The entrance has been sealed. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? It's like the
Oh,
cutest.
wait, I think. One sec.
Ariana's got it. Ariana's got it.
Guys, I got us under
Nice,
Take
nice.
a breather. Take a breather.
Well, I guess the guy
Don't
was
listen to
frustrated.
Valentine.
Oh well, we tried.
Bingo dingo, Fredalicious.
But we've already shot at it. And hit it with heavy
Tina.
I mean, that's all
We saw Tina briefly.
The mystery,
Look how cute she is.
seemingly impenetrable barrier
She
are revealed to
is.
you.
I love her hat so much.
Right? I love it.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta follow this.
Yep. Here we go.
Yes. Okay. I'm with
Why
you
are
guys.
we?
I
we
love
should
all
have
of
one,
Tina's
like,
little
okay.
comments.
I love that this is your typical tabletop RPG quest where you had an encounter, you weren't able to shoot it, you weren't able to hit it, so now you have a small puzzle to solve to figure out how to open the door.
You know what? I'm jumping.
help
Bye. I'm
Bye.
jumping. Bye.
Have a nice time.
You're doing great. You just like yeeted your little body right on in there.
If I die, it's who's next to me? Whoa,
I
that's
think
not
me.
a person.
Yes.
Now, I want to know who's playing the magic using classes. I know, I think, Leah, you said you were playing a spellcaster class.
Yeah.
Have you used any of your spells yet?
Yes, I have been trying.
Nice.
But there is so much chaos. I do not know which of the things are my magic and which of the things are everybody else's.
Entirely valid.
I have a quick question.
It's very hard in a
Yes.
game like
For
this.
Tess. No, let me use the names. Kitten or and Giggles.
Sure.
The colors of the loot, is purple good? Purple's
Yes.
good, right? And
So
white
purple
is like
is really good.
Purple's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So I think it goes white, green, blue, purple, and then if
Like
you find
orange
if
and
you're
yellow?
really lucky, yeah, there's an orangey golden yellow that's like legendary.
Legendary. I tried to learn the coding from my brother, and he did a good job, so thanks.
You got it down.
Thanks, Gavin.
You're doing awesome.
Did anyone shoot what I have lovingly named the Splody Love barrels?
Sorry?
There's barrels that have large red glowy hearts on the side.
This guy?
Has anyone
Oh,
shot
yes.
any of those? Yeah, and so they splode health.
Oh.
Go over there and like go pick up that health.
Not to be mistaken for the splody
anyone
fire
need a
barrels.
Yeah, different than the splody fire barrels. Also different from the splody acid barrels and
Okay, so
frost
where are
barrels.
the cute? I just want to see them.
I might have shot the only one.
All right, so you got, at this point, you destroyed one of the things that Tina told you to go to destroy to open the door. Yes. Okay.
We did indeed.
Oh, there's barrels up here if you wanted to look at them.
Oh yeah. You wanna have a look see?
No, I'll just do my job over here, doing the mission.
Okay, all business.
Watch me die in 2 seconds.
Ariana's all about carrying this party. Now,
Yo,
keep,
Tess just ran
God.
so quick.
This is very brave.
I'll get you. Get out of here.
now keep in mind, no one has really been in terrific mortal peril yet. But should it happen, death saves are a thing. If a friend cannot revive you, death saves are still a thing.
Oh, this guy's just coming out of his house. I feel a
Just
little
get
bad
out of here,
about that.
honestly. He
He
woke
was,
up from
like,
a
just
nap.
up
he's
from a
like,
nap,
Hey, yo,
yeah.
whoa, whoa.
I think I just poisoned him. That's cool.
Wow.
Man, we're kind of rude. I mean, I don't blame us. We got stuff
We
to do. I haven't
are.
helped my dad.
Oh my god.
Group of people.
Yo.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
just gonna
cool.
go up here, explore the.
You
the
got
world.
some goblins to free. Whee!
I meant.
Am I?
Whee! There we go. Oh yeah, there are. Sure enough.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, I know what I
Now
need.
you've
Oh,
got
God.
the higher ground.
Somebody
I know
took
what I
my
need to
shield down.
do. Wait.
Yes.
Ooh! Oh, it's a troll.
Oh, oh,
Big guy.
oh
I
god,
think I
he's
just
trying
got
to
a.
kill me.
Oh, oh.
That was cool.
I did not aim it well, but that was cool.
It was really cool.
Ooh.
Oh, he's
he
dead. Okay, okay. Ooh, he was a little tough.
I think we might be good actually. Let's go back to your cousin, Jar.
The force field is opened. Well done, everyone.
Ooh.
Yeah, get out of here, bro. Yeah, get out of here. Thank you. Yo, I'm so proud of myself. I've just like abolished his guts.
You're doing great.
Sorry.
This smack
So
talk is
good.
so good. I just abolished his gut.
Abolished his guts. You have to say
I
like
think I just
really
tried
like.
to kill a good guy. Whoops.
Wait, why aren't you
Oh,
dying?
that's a corpse. That was insult to injury.
Oh
Ah.
god.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
That was a
Everyone's so
barrel.
these are friendlies.
But you're also on fire.
Okay.
Are you a bad boy? Oh no, you're nice.
Are
you're being
you a
you're being
bad
These are all
oppressed.
good
Shoot
guys.
at you. Okay.
These are who we're trying to liberate, I think.
Right. Okay. Great.
Why aren't they?
Ariana just shot this poor man
Yeah,
that's just
because
trying to do his job.
He looked at me rude. Like, don't ever.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's,
I'm so sorry.
she
I
didn't
go
know.
apologize.
It's okay.
Well, we're gonna
she
liberate.
knew.
We're gonna.
We clarified.
We're gonna liberate him soon. So it'll be fine.
She says we're gonna liberate him, so it's okay to
Let
shoot him
me-
for now.
Let me look at you.
I mean,
real
that
quick.
is a
Look me
new
in the eye.
definition for liberate.
Look me in the eye. If you're so.
There's a
not
whole moment happening here. Let's just see this.
You know what?
Hello.
Ah!
Whoa.
So rude.
Oh,
You know, some people are just
We're
pure
meeting.
instruments of chaos, and that's okay. We embrace that here in the Church of Tiny.
I promised
There was
I'd
a
let
reason
Tiny Tina go today, but she's not gone.
There was a reason you were cast, you know?
Okay.
And
There
we're
was a
seeing
reason.
that today.
Eli saw some true manic in me.
So the classes we're taking a look at today, we've got Tess is playing a berserker. Leah,
Yes.
you are, what is the name of your class again? Do you remember?
Test.
Spell shot?
Spell.
Yes, spell shot. Ashley and Ariana,
I just-
do you have any
magic.
idea
I
Wait,
actually don't.
idea of my favorite weapon?
of what class you're playing as?
9th grade.
Okay, great. Yes, that. uh, well, at some point throughout
No,
our
no,
gameplay,
never.
you're probably going to level up, at which point you'll be able to maybe look at your skills,
Oh,
and that
okay,
will
there we
probably tell you what you are playing as.
Well, I think I'm alone and lost and scared. No, I see someone. Hi! Hi, girl! Yes,
It's me.
Jump. It's Jump.
You're
behind us.
awesome.
You're more awesome. Okay, wait.
How do I
Yo,
get there?
Emo Giggles is just staring into the abyss. Are you good?
Yes.
That's just my daily hobby.
Oh dear.
We have to.
Did you say you're a bad
We have to
guy?
find
My
Jar.
favorite guys, by
Find
the
Jar.
way.
Jar's over
These
here, I
little
think.
goblins with like the jetpacks are so funny.
He's in a different spot than he was before, though.
Ah,
They're extremely
copy
funny.
that.
And aren't they? What are they called? Like, aren't they like goblin tinkerers or something? I'm like, no goblin tinkerer I've ever encountered in any
Has a jetpack?
fantasy
Whoa.
setting has a jetpack.
For good reason, I'm learning.
If you
Maybe?
follow us, I think we're in a fight on the
Yes.
critical path.
Okay, okay, this way.
Fight on the critical
This way.
path.
Ooh, I leveled up. I have no idea which foot comes into.
These guys ain't nothing. They ain't nothing.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at your little belly. Come back here. Come back here, you little cutie, so I can kill you.
There's a lot of emotions
Oh,
going
God.
on.
Why is he
There's a lot
so
of
mean?
emotions being felt.
He's an imp.
Yeah.
The music is also really, really good.
It is. The
Thank you guys
music
for
is
fighting.
so
I came here and
whimsical. I
everything was
love it.
So good.
I'm gonna get on your level.
Hello, Jar. We love you.
He
You're
just
awesome.
crouched down every second. Wow.
Look, I have some GTFO training, but I've never been in a real fight before. It's time to claim the cabin for the glorious resistance. Raise the GTFO flag!
Okay.
Follow Jar.
Oop.
Oh, raise the flag. Raise the flag.
Oh, raise the flag.
Wait, I'm
No, not
literally-
trade.
Tiny
There we
Tina's
go.
raise the flag.
Yay!
Yeah.
Hooray!
yeah.
Hooray!
Be free, my little goblin children. Be free.
Don't kill these, Ariana. They're nice.
Oh, look at them. You know why?
Is Jar giving a little speech to rally them
dancing.
up?
Oh, you're so cute.
Accomplished, inspired.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Have fun at your evolution.
Ready for the next phase of our operation?
Can anyone fill us in with what our new mission objective is?
Yes. Our new mission is the Slayer of Vorkanar.
Yeah.
And we need to find 3 machines. And I'm guessing make them explode, but we'll see.
Hopefully.
Okay, I'm right behind you
Probably.
guys now, I think.
Oh God, there's so many bad guys. There's lots of them.
Calamitous Fall!
I love how, so the Berserker action skill basically teleports you, at least the one that I have selected. I'm guessing it's the same one that you have selected.
Nice.
It teleports you forward to whatever you're aiming at
Uh-huh.
and does like a massive wave of damage to
awesome.
whatever
That is cool.
you're going towards, and everything in like a little sort of area of effect.
Okay.
It's kind of insane.
Very
What is
cool.
this? Oh, this is where we need to be.
We're gonna have to fight this
Okay, now it's
Vorkanar
back.
thing at the end of this.
There
aren't
we go.
Now it's back again.
You afraid of fighting a dragon?
I know.
No, it's just a stupid game anyway.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stupid game? I'm gonna need you to go ahead and take that back, Valley. Right now.
Okay, take it back, all right? It's the best game ever of all time.
Now you gotta take it down a notch.
It's a very enjoyable game, and I'm having.
I like how Tina just gives
Hey,
Valentine
there
a
you
hard time.
Okay, in the footsteps, you have defeated one of the 3 enemies for this section. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
We destroyed
Yes.
a machine, right?
Yeah.
And now we have to kill a couple more. Did I do this correctly? Did I lead us to
Running through.
I
totally
think
the
so,
wrong
yeah.
place? Wait, is this the one we already
No.
destroyed?
Wait.
I think there's a.
Oh, wait. I don't know.
I
Hold
think
on.
there's more inside here. When you
Oh,
go
is there
deeper
another
in.
one that we need to destroy?
Oh no, I found one.
Is that the one
You
we
did?
blew up,
Yes,
though?
Leah found one. Go to Leah.
Nope, that's the second one. Okay, so the third one, I think,
I don't know who to
is
follow.
to the left somewhere.
I'm behind you, Giggles.
Come with me. I feel like I should be doing more maniacal giggles.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
oh,
yeah. So
God.
I don't know if you guys see that. There's like a blue
Yes.
waypoint above there.
Ooh, ouch. Ooh, ouch. Oh, dear. Okay, yep, there it is.
I don't know if I'm going the right
There
way,
we
I'll be
go.
honest. Oh, I think so, though.
Destroy that machine.
Okay, we did it.
Oh. I think this way? There he is. Right here.
Hi, cuz. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read.
It's on brand for you. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
It's on brand. I love it.
I'm pretty sure dragons don't have tailpipes.
Absolutely.
Get right in his nose. Let me look right down the barrel.
What's he got up there?
Just a little bit
Pretty
more
clear.
cheeky.
You know?
So
You d-
terrifyingly cute.
I know. You think the red eyes would be off-putting, but they kind of draw you in more. But nothing draws you in more than this dance move.
It's so good.
Yeah. Wow, how are you doing that? It's amazing.
I know. This is Wonderland's encapsulated.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Someone trying to give a question and this happening in the background.
This is how I'm doing it. Right.
Down the layer of ice, King Freezercleese,
So good.
Your legs are moving in a way that no human's legs should move.
icy heart to quench
No.
I'm flying.
But it's glorious.
It
And
is
this
glorious.
is a magical world. Anything is possible.
It's true.
by the enslaved goblins. If you can take it out, we'll disrupt their
Okay, now we need to take explosives from goblin sappers.
Tess, we're coming for you.
Thank you. I'm at the spot where
Oh, I see you.
I think we're supposed to be.
If I was a goblin, where would I
We're
keep my
Tiny
explosives?
Tinas. We're supposed to be
You would
exploding
be
things, right?
next to me because I always find them. It's the one thing I'm good at. I'm good at finding the enemies. That's what I'm good at finding the killers.
You're a true Tina.
Exactly.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I see that we've now gathered at least one of the things we need. One
Yes,
explosive.
we have one goblin sapper.
So you're getting rid of the goblin sappers to
Heading-
get their explosives.
Oh god.
Badass.
I love the
Goblin
word
bombast. Oh god.
Come on
Yes.
now. Okay, here's another
Oh, get it, get it, get it! Ah!
Oh my god.
What in God's name? Okay.
It's right there! Yes!
We got this.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right,
One
all right.
more.
Last one. Here we go. Home stretch.
collecting those bombs. Damn those traitors.
Okay. Oh, he's here somewhere.
Gotta use them to
He's
finish
this
up.
little.
much
Look at
fire.
this strutting like he's not being fired at point blank.
He does
Okay.
not care. He's living his best life.
Yeah, he's just kind of moseying. Yeah, I think he gave up a little bit. Kind of sad for him.
Okay.
Okay, we have
You have all three now.
explosives.
You did him.
We did it.
Yay.
I leveled up.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. Nice.
We need to find Freezicles?
Find the Freezicles.
The music again. It's so good.
It is very epic.
I like
hit it.
Ooh. Oh, it's a bomb.
Yeah, hit it, explode it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, now we have a new path.
Freezicles,
Nice.
Fort
Freezicles.
Fourth Freezicles.
Nice.
See? It's just frozen stuff.
It would make sense that Freezicles
Oh,
would
sorry,
be
Jar.
in
I'm
their
sorry,
fort.
Jar. I'm sorry.
Did you shoot him, your cousin?
I'm so sorry.
Freezicles is a man. Oh, there we go.
I don't like this.
See, I forgot this quest very clearly.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Oh.
You get to experience it all over again.
Did I?
Oh my god.
Freezicles is terrifying. Eat it, Freezicles. Eat it.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna melee him. I keep forgetting that I have the ability to
Killed
melee.
not only
and I'm
his
kind of
body,
bad
but
at
also
it.
the spirit.
He kind of looks like a giant version of like the king of the White Walkers.
He's trying to look cool.
That's
like,
what I'm
just
running
stop.
with right now in my
Yeah.
head.
Or like a messed up snow miser.
Freezicles is on
Yeah.
fire, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. I love to hear. I love to see it.
Where'd he go? No.
Wait, how
I know
does
what
he
this one
literally
does.
reincarnate in 2 seconds?
He's not done.
I imagine
He's like changing
still-
shapes.
He's still
Freezicles
living.
probably
think.
is more vulnerable to fire damage. Maybe, just guessing.
I used to have a fire ability. Ugh, I don't know what I have anymore. What does this guy do?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
Oh, I haven't been holding it down. That's my mistake. He did.
Oh, we got him.
Clean work of poor Freezicles.
Nice.
Destroyed him.
Now you have to put something in an oven.
We do have to put something
So
in
we're
an oven.
baking now.
Okay, we're
Oh,
baking.
that's
I
nice.
think
Welcome
you
to the
got.
Tina
Oh,
baking
I think
show.
you picked up Freezicles frozen heart, and you have to put it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know Ashley, you discovered the Great Oven before in your travels.
Here it is.
Here it is.
I'm placing the heart.
I don't know where you guys went. I'll
Oh
find
my god,
you.
it's like a
Sorry,
pizza
sorry.
oven.
We came
The
Whoa.
Great Oven shall burn no more.
Oh.
Wait, look at the map. It looks like a face.
It does.
What does that mean, Tina?
Honestly, she's just creative. I don't know what that means.
She really is.
I don't know who it
It's
is.
all frozen. Whoa.
So
Gather
gather
at
at the
the
area.
arena.
Oh.
No big deal.
Area, arena. I mean,
Nothing's
what's the
going to
difference?
happen there. You know, we're just gathering at the arena.
No, it's fine.
I have to say, the teamwork has been astounding thus far. I feel like there's a tendency in games
I'm
like
very
this to
proud.
just kind of Leroy Jenkins your way through everything, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
you guys
sometimes.
are like really sticking together and building each other up, and it's amazing.
Okay. This way. I think.
Going
Oh
through
my god,
it.
look at the mountain that is
Oh my god.
a goblin.
now,
How cool
and
is
now
that?
we're finding
so cool.
Jar. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's where we are.
Isn't that crazy? Wow.
Ooh,
That's very
so cool.
So cool.
I found Jar. She's over here.
Nice.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to fight Varkanar on your own, champion. The tribute arena is just up ahead.
Talking
Follow
to
me.
our cousin
I'm about
over
Jar
there.
over here.
Oh no.
Whatever Vorkanar happens to be.
My heart broke a little bit.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself, Jar.
Believe in yourself, Jar, but also don't believe in yourself to the point where you just run in and get murder balled in front of us. That
Yeah, don't
would
Leroy
be
Jenkins
bad.
Fun slide.
Wait, okay, the Dragon
yeah.
Gods Arena? We're currently in the Dragon
Uh-oh.
Gods Arena. Just making sure I got
Oh,
that
I think
right.
we might be in trouble.
This,
No way.
This big grate here will be fine.
Whoa.
Show this one. Oh, God.
What do we got?
Okay.
Oh, what's coming out of here? You think it's
I
nice?
believe.
I bet he's going to be really tiny
We can do this.
and ridiculous.
Oh.
Ariana's already got him down.
Yeah, I got you guys. Don't worry.
Yo!
Oh, never mind.
Tina, the production value. So good.
Do you think she painted this mini herself?
Yes.
No, she paid cycles.
So cool.
Although
you guys
it's
gotten
Tina
your
though, so
hands on-
I could see there being actual pyrotechnics on the miniature
It's true.
table.
It's true.
Yes.
Oh, this is terrifying, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we
you
just
have
gotta
to
jump, we
jump
just gotta
over the
jump.
jets.
Yeah. Ah! I jumped into his mouth.
Oh no.
it's a lot of fun.
What's his head doing?
Oh no.
Ooh, baby, baby,
Don't jump backwards.
Oh,
Just
no.
stand.
Okay.
I like how I have no
Problem.
ammo like in any of my things.
Yeah.
I may have accidentally fallen
Oh,
off
God.
the world, and I'm gonna
Leave me
pick up
alone.
some
Leave
ammo
me alone.
before- oh, you guys are
Now I know,
done before I even
Ariana,
get
you
there.
told us that this was your first like online gaming thing. I gotta say, you're killing it.
Am I?
Yes, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You're
That
unofficial
just
leader.
made my life.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're doing amazing.
I'll take this opportunity to thank my
Woo, you
broski.
did. Okay, great. That was like the fastest boss battle. Well done.
Good job.
Well done. High fives all around. Now, is he gone? Is he
You guys are too
done?
efficient.
Totally done? There's
Knowing
something
Tina,
still
I
there.
don't think she's.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh.
is totally gone. I don't.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know that
he's not.
that's-
He's not.
Yeah, I don't know that that's the thing.
All right, we'll just keep jumping.
Yes.
As we jump, the
Go,
smoke
you
gets
can
more.
do it. Your perm. Oh God. I like that we just got faked out too. It was
No,
like
literally.
this was just phase one of the boss battle, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Now we
yeah,
got
boy.
him. Now
Yeah,
get
boy.
back in there.
Yeah, boy.
Get back in there.
Close the gate. Let me get that loot. Thank you.
That was amazing.
Woohoo!
That was a fun boss battle.
So cool.
Now
fun.
we can celebrate. Well done.
Yes.
Well done,
Yay.
everyone.
did it.
Volcanar
We
has
did it.
been defeated. Screw you, Volcanar. Folks, this was amazing. It has been my distinct honor and pleasure to be here for this moment. And it's just been so fun to get together with everyone and celebrate Tiny Tinas of the world with folks from all over the world and lots of Tiny Tina representation here. Well, if today is just a little bit of an amuse-bouche of the full meal coming out later, then I think we definitely will. Ariana, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here today as well. Do you have any closing thoughts you would like to leave with everyone?
Hi, hi. Not only am I excited to play this full game with my brother, I'm also excited for everyone to see the movie. There's a lot in store, and there's a lot Tina has to say, and I'm really excited. And this is really fun, and I might be a gamer. I don't even know.
I think you definitely count as a gamer, 100%. It was a
Thank you.
fantastic, and not that it's performance dependent, even if you enjoy video games.
Exactly.
You are welcome in this space anytime, and
Yes.
we are honored to have you. So thank you again
you
for
so
being
much.
here, and I can't wait to see the film. I can't wait to play the game.
Me
I can't
too.
wait to see the film, and I can't wait to game, hopefully in the future, with Tess and Leah. Thank you both so much for being here today.
You're the best.
Thank you for having us.
It's been an honor to be able to play with everybody here. It's been truly an amazing time, so thank you all. And yeah, I cannot wait to see what else Tina's got in store for us because her brain terrifies me in the best way. I'm so excited.
That was such a wonderful, chaotic, great, good time playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which comes out on March 25th. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Bye, guys.
This was so fun.
And here we are with Ashley Birch, Tiny Tina in the flesh. First and foremost, thank you so much for taking the time out of your slam-packed schedule to speak with us today. It means the absolute world to us, and I'm sure the community as a whole.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
We could not be more over the moon with being able to sit down and talk with you today. You have been with the series since Borderlands 2, all the way back in 2012. Gosh, how time flies.
Yeah.
And we're about 10 years removed from Tiny Tina's debut, and she
Holy
now
God.
has her own game. How does it feel not only to play Tina once more a decade later, but for Tina in general to just have her own game?
It's so crazy that it was 10 years ago. I don't think I registered that until you literally just said it. And disturbing. I mean, mostly because of my own mortality and the existential crisis that that brings. But apart from that, wonderful. I'm so excited that Tina has her own adventure. She's such an amazing character. She's the very first character that I ever voiced and written by my brother. So she's really special to me. And it's such a gratifying thing to know that, as you say, 10 years on, people still seem to really love her and respond to her enough for her to launch her own ship. So it's really, really exciting and surreal. And aging is strange, but she, you know, her being perpetually 12, I guess, is like a little bit of youth wrapped in an explosive that I can take with me wherever I go.
I love that, wrapped in an explosive. It's so Tina. Um, what really drew you to her? Do you feel like she embodies aspects of your own personality, and how do you channel that when you are sort of voice acting her?
She's very much born of my brother and my sense of humor. So she kind of is the perfect encapsulation of like our work together. And it's not hard to slot into that because that's really, what I grew up with.
Sure. And, piggybacking off that a little bit, do you feel that there are aspects of your own personality that you get to channel through the character as you portray Tina?
The madness, the psychosis, certainly. Her love of chocolate chip cookies I share that, and her hatred of oatmeal raisin, I also share.
About to be my follow-up too. Dang.
I absolutely loathe oatmeal raisin cookies, and no jury can convict me because they're objectively terrible. And I will fight anyone who says otherwise, including the people on this call. Come at me.
You will get no argument here. Trust me.
But yeah, I think, on a more like gushy emotional level, I think Tina also really wants to have connection and community. That's something that we explored in Assault on Dragon Keep as well. And I relate to that. The insanity and the love of explosions I can't quite match her fervor for those things, but yeah, there's definitely some overlap. And I think her sort of like intense, energetic, playful energy, that can sometimes be a part of me too.
Do you think part of her wanting to connect sort of is why she resonates so well with gamers in general? Do you have any idea why might people love Tina so much? I mean, we know why we love her, but why do you think people love her?
Gosh, I mean, I think she is a sort of special brand of crazy, maybe, that you don't see in games a lot. I mean, there aren't a ton of games that are sort of comedic as their first thought, She is sort of a special brand of silliness and humor. As I said, she came partially from sketches that we did, sort of inspiration from those sketches. So I think it's a sort of different brand of humor that maybe you don't see in games a ton. And I think that's potentially why she resonates, is because it's, in a lot of games you get like a certain type of protagonist or a certain type of companion potentially, and I think she's quite different. So whether you like it or you hate it, I think you can agree that it's not what you see in games all the time, and I think that is sort of special about her.
And since Tina, you've portrayed a myriad of characters. You've covered a spectrum that I don't think, going into it, because you said Tina was your first character. You didn't, obviously everybody has dreams, but could you have fathomed over the course of this that you would take Tina and then go to these heights?
No. Wouldn't it be funny if I was like, yeah, this is basically how I pictured it? No, definitely not. I mean, I can't believe, honestly, that the first character that I got to voice is as iconic as Tina. And I give the majority of the credit to my brother. I just feel so grateful because I wanted to be a voice actor since I was little, and to be able to have played the characters that I've gotten to play and continue to play is just crazy. I mean, I can't believe how lucky I am to have had the career in games that I've gotten to have. And I have this little explosives loving, queer psychopath to thank for it.
So to that end, how does Tina in particular operate on a different level from other characters that you've portrayed?
She is just so vibrant in ways that are, she's nuts. She's off her rocker in the best way. She's so energetic, but not in a Sunday afternoon cartoon energetic of I'm going to save the world. She wants to blow it up, but in a loving way. You know what I mean? She has such a interesting cross section of delight and destruction. That is just so fun to play. And it's such a rare treat because, as I said, even, you might get one of those things often in animation, you might get the other in video games, but never the twain meet usually, except when it comes to Tina.
How do you feel she's sort of evolved since she was created? Like since you initially got to voice her, since your brother came up with her, and with all of the things that have happened in the story since, with Roland's passing, I know she was affected. How was her creativity and demeanor affected? Maybe in Wonderlands, has she changed at all? And how did you feel, as a follow-up question, when things changed for her in the world?
In this, I definitely think you're still getting the kind of Tiny Tina flavor that you have either come to love or hate, depending on your preference. And I think also that sort of emotional core for her is still there. I'm really happy and so pleased with where we went to in Assault on Dragon Keep. And that, you know, there was always sort of an understanding that a character like this doesn't get created in a vacuum. This sort of personality that's gleeful and destructive, you know, without making her dark or traumatized, you know. I think it's so cool that we've gotten to explore parts of her that are a little bit more serious and a little bit more emotional. But the thing that I'm really happy that has stayed is that sort of aggressive, weird, funny, energetic, angry personality. What's nice about Tina is that she is sort of an onion that we're peeling.
Why gotta be an onion? Why can't it be a cake?
Or a cake, yeah, sure. A layered cake that we're slowly peeling back the layers of and eating individually. You know, so it's not, I don't think she necessarily takes like massive pivots in character or anything, but I think we do get to learn more about her the more time that we spend with her, which is really cool.
Oh, absolutely. Tina, she's resonated with so many people, and I mean, we just saw Tiny Tinas around the world. It's incredible to see all of these people who are coming together for this one zany, crazy, outlandish character. And you know, I think how did you feel about this swelling of support for Tina, this worldwide phenomenon almost that she's become?
I don't think I can wrap my brain around that being a thing that is happening. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm in this room now where you know, there's art meant to look like stained glass windows of her in different poses, and I still sort of can't wrap my head around it because it's so, again, it was the nascent stages of my career, and it's so personal to me and my brother that there's a part of my brain that sort of just shuts that off. That's like, but mostly just he and I know about her. And then I'll meet someone and be like, they'll be like, I love Tiny Tina. I'll be like, oh, you know of her, do you? It's just such a strange thing to imagine that something that, it's just such a strange thing to imagine that something that we made and is so much our sensibility has become so widely enjoyed. It's very, very hard to wrap the mind around. That's sort of the nice thing about voiceover as well, that it is externalized to a certain degree, that like, it's not like my face on a 12-year-old, you know, she's her own, you know, person in a way. So I kind of almost feel like I have gotten to be the vessel for her in a strange sense, but also she gets to exist in an external way. Like, you know, looking at these pictures of her and her sweet little blonde haircut. It's funny. I have an affection for her as well, as if she's not even a character that I voiced. So long story short, it's very surreal. It's like adopting a child or giving birth to a child that you think only you know about, and then everyone knows their name. It's very strange.
So to that end, then, where would you personally like to see Tina go from here, both in terms of perhaps being a bunker master in the Wonderlands and a general badass from Borderlands 3 and onwards?
Oh, man. I mean, I love Tina as a bunker master. So any adventures in that vein are welcomed. I think she has many more ridiculous stories to tell in the world of the Wonderlands. So any excuse to get her behind a table and rolling dice, I am a big fan of. And I also really love the found family. I think it's so fun that she now has a running crew, you know, to go from, I mean, talking about her changing, to go from her being a kid on her own, basically, that lost her parents, to this person that now has this weird little found family that she gives shit to all the time, is really nice. So I'd love to see more adventures of them, and, Yeah, I don't know. I just think that any situation that she's in, she has such a specific perspective and personality that I really feel like you can drop her wherever and sort of just see what comes from it and what chaos she reigns.
She's very versatile in that aspect.
She is very versatile when it comes to chaos.
She embodies chaotic great, for sure.
So you also recently participated, as we talked about before, in Tiny Tina's of the World, a celebration of sorts that is all things Tiny Tina, with Tess as well, actually, just now. So what were some of your feelings participating in this global event of all things Tina?
Again, it's so surreal. I mean, I walked onto the set and it's again, it's these stained glass images of Tina, like we're in the Church of Tina. It's so bizarre. It's just such a strange thing to like remember. I mean, I don't think I'd even graduated from college yet. It was my first acting gig. I was flying out to Texas between classes to record this game. And to now have a film being made, and Ariana was here, who plays Tiny Tina in the Borderlands film. It's so surreal. And it really is a testament to how far Tina has come and also how far games have come. You know, that the fact that there is a major movie with all of these incredible stars in it that is being made with a character that my brother originated. It's just so bizarre. I mean, there's no way that if you had flashed back to me recording Tiny Tina for the first time and told me that was going to happen, that I would have believed you. You know, there's just no way. So it's surreal, but I'm also so grateful, you know, to have something that you love, that you think is great, that means a lot to you, is personal to you, to be accepted and received by so many people. It's a really wonderful experience. Just because, you know, often creatives will work in a vacuum when they're working on something and you kind of don't know how people are going to receive it. And to have such like an outpouring of love for this character, it just means the world.
And to that end, you mentioned Ariana. What was it like hanging out with her?
Oh, she's delightful. I mean, we were playing the game together and she was doing a lot of murdering that she wasn't supposed to be doing. So I think she's maybe gone a bit too method with Tina, just saying. But she's great. I can't wait to see what she does. I think it was perfect casting.
Do you have any sort of initial impressions on the movie? I don't know if you've been privy to anything, but
no, I'm going in blind.
That's so cool.
Just like everyone else. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm going to be as surprised as everyone else. Yeah.
Were there any favorite moments during the filming of Tiny Tina's of the World event?
Trying to get as close to our quest giver's face as I possibly could, while Ariana break danced in the background as Tess and Leah were trying to be responsible and finish the mission. That, and then also the character creation was really, really fun.
That was so cool. I super agree. Do you have any parting thoughts or sentiments for people as Wonderlands creeps ever closer to launch? We're so excited. It's so soon.
I just really hope you guys love it. You know, so much love went into this game. I think, you know, the folks over at Gearbox, they're fans of Borderlands just as much as anyone else is. And so I think, you know, this is a game made by the developers of the game, but also fans of the game. So I think you can tell there's a lot of love and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. And I just hope that you guys enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Imagine, based on everything we've seen and experienced so far, that we very much will. I just wanted to express appreciation. Back in 2014, I know we talked about this during the pre-show, but I just wanted to re-up it. Thank you again so much for being kind with me and taking a picture and taking the time to just say hi. It means the absolute world.
Of course.
And I really think it's indicative of how you treat the fans, how you see the fans, especially coming here and talking with us about this. It's very clear you're extremely passionate about playing Tiny Tina and the Wonderlands in general.
Thanks for having me. That's very kind. Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely my pleasure to talk to you guys about this today. I hope you love the game.
I have a feeling we will. Thank you so much for taking the time, as Mitzi said, and we can't wait to join up with Tina once more in the Wonderlands soon. So soon. Thank you so much, Ashley. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
You guys, that was so incredible. And now we have some more incredible guests for you guys. Of course, we have our wonderful Mitsu here, but we also have the amazing Kayla Belmore and the incredible Asia Hawkins. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We appreciate it so much. This part is actually live, so if you guys, say hi, they'll see it, or we'll let them know. They're really, really awesome, and we're really lucky to be able to ask them some questions for you guys today. Mitsu, did you enjoy the Tiny Tinas of the World event?
I did actually. So fun fact, real quick, just before we get into this, I have not seen that yet. That was the first time I actually watched that alongside everybody else. That was really fun. I am very envious that you got to play with everybody and hang with Leah. I haven't seen Leah in forever. I'm glad to know that she's doing very well.
It was such a good time. Huge thank you to everybody involved in making that happen, including you guys. Thank you for letting us play your amazing, beautiful game that we love.
Indeed. So, Kayla, thank you so much again for joining us. It was a pleasure to speak with you at the party. I just wanted to ask, how did you enjoy the launch party? I didn't really get to see you afterwards. I think I saw you once on the stage real quick having fun, but I didn't get to run into you. So how was the rest of your night?
It was absolutely magical, pun intended. It took me several days to recover from the awesomeness of the party, but it was amazing getting to not only celebrate with a bunch of the developers from the team and Randy, and of course, all of the creators and fans and cosplayers that were there. It was just absolutely so much hype, such great energy in the room. Really could not, one of the best nights of my life, bar none.
How about you, Asia? Were you able to go?
Yeah, absolutely. I would just mirror what Kayla said. It was incredible seeing everyone, and not just coworkers who we haven't seen in years, but coworkers who we haven't met yet. Just knowing that they're real and knowing that the fans are real too, because, I met a few of them, and it's just awesome knowing that people appreciate what we do. And we're not just at our computers at home, making something for no one, and I met this one cosplayer that was just incredible. They made this awesome Clawbringer's hammer.
I believe that was Jesselyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
That thing was everywhere. It was on Twitter. It was live in front of us. I was coming in from the Wonderlands through the window of a cool TV. But it was just so amazing to see that. I feel like these cosplayers are stepping out of the video game into the real. It blows my mind. They're so cool.
Asia, for you as a lead weapons artist, right? When you saw Jesselyn's hammer, when you were actually able to conceptualize in a 3-dimensional space this real thing in real life, how did you respond to that? What did your brain do?
I lost it. I was so excited and giddy. I had to take a picture with it. Super excited. And also it was just cool seeing something that you saw when it was in prototype phase. You did the prototype for it, and then you passed it off to some incredible artists to finish out. It's just awesome seeing a representation of everyone's hard work. Having that inspire a cosplayer to do an awesome replica, in real life, that's so sick. It was sweet.
That's the life, right? So moving forward from that, Kayla, this is your first title as senior producer, and Asia, your first title as the lead weapons designer. How have your experiences on other Gearbox projects really kind of helped you to be successful in your current roles?
For me in production, it was a really interesting linear progression where they just start making it slightly more spicy every time you go. So when I very first started at Gearbox, it was during the Battleborn DLCs, and I was the associate producer over the concept team and the character art team, which are pretty small at Gearbox Software, despite all of the amazing work that they do. You'd never know it. And just really laser focused on the wants and needs and everything that team does. And then once you level up a little bit on Borderlands 3, I took on the content department, and that is all of the environment art that people make before it goes into the levels. And that was a significantly larger team. I kept those 2 other teams. So then I had to think about how the art department interacted with the rest of the departments, not just laser focused on their wants and needs, but how that affected others. And then I kept pulling back until I was eventually working with a team of producers under me, and laterally with the content creation pipeline. So everything that went into the game, except for weapons and levels and things like that. But for the most part, if it went into the game and touched a bunch of departments, I had to make sure that that process was going okay. And then crazily after that, on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, I became the project producer. And that meant that in this role, I have to look at everybody's wants and needs holistically. And the biggest difference between the other roles and the current role is that there are so very rarely right answers. Instead of picking yes or no, or there's very clearly something that's better for one team that you can just go through. It's more like your choices are purple or elephant. And then you find out 6 months later whether or not those were okay.
Can I have purple elephant?
Why not both?
Yeah, I would like both of those choices, please.
Sometimes that is the answer.
Compromise.
All right, maybe I do have a future in this business yet. I was going to say, the way you're describing this reminds me of an article, I think it was in Paste Magazine, where you mentioned, I think it was being akin to aircraft controller, right? That's what you said your job was. And just listening to you speak right there, would you say that's about in line with that expectation?
Absolutely. It's the easiest way to describe it because you're dealing with so many parties. Not only am I responsible for making sure that the dev team stays on track and they are unblocked. So like if a storm comes and all of the planes are grounded, how to get everybody back on track after that so the game can ship on time with all the bits and pieces that we intended to have it ship with, and everyone gets out of it without crashing. But also dealing with what I would call our international flights. So anything outside of the studio, and that's dealing with publishing and marketing, all of that great stuff that filters back and forth through what we do as developers and is absolutely essential to make sure that the game gets out on time. So it's just a lot of making sure that no one crashes into each other and everybody gets where they need to go, including the game out to the fans.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. You have a Herculean task, and I can't wait to see the fruits of that labor very, very soon. 3 days from now.
Oh my God,
3 days
so soon. So soon. I wish it was here already. But what about you, Asia? How have previous Gearbox projects kind of informed your current role, and what were some of your main sources of inspiration for the weapons that you've created for Wonderlands?
So yeah, so my journey at Gearbox started as an environment artist. I was on the content team, but I was hellbent on weapons team. The experience that I gained from the environment team was incredible. I mean, I can't even describe how talented those people are and how not only artistically talented, but like they know how to optimize, you know, they know the ins and outs of game development, you know, art wise. But yeah, when I first got to Gearbox, I was pretty much just following around our now art director, previously weapons artist, Jimmy Barnett. He created the weapon system from the ground up, and I just kind of observed him and just his incredible leadership and, you know, his system, and just poked for information any chance I got. I tried to sit near them and everything, and eventually just gained enough information to be able to hit the ground running with this project and have that responsibility. So I'm super grateful for that. As far as what I've learned is the most important thing, I would say prioritizing planning and communication and adaptability, because like we're going to hit road bumps no matter what in game development, but we want to make sure we're as prepared as possible for those. And when we're not prepared, we adapt and we communicate with each other. So yeah.
Totally makes sense. That's so cool. So you've probably gotten a lot of inspiration and a lot of ideas from previous games for the weapons, but how were you able to kind of differentiate Wonderland's weapons from previous games?
So in terms of what we've come up with for weapons, I mean, the concept team does a great job coming up with ideas. And we just kind of execute on those. And they're already pretty perfect by the time we get to them. Really, the main influence for this game for weapons was to make sure that it was coming from the mind of Tiny Tina and, you know, making sure to put a fantasy twist on it. but also still incorporating things that she knows. That's why there are guns in the game in the first place, in a fantasy game. So yeah.
So what were a few weapons that you personally got a chance to work on?
Oh man, the weapons I personally worked on were I prototyped all of the melee weapons and got to hand those off to some incredible artists. And that was really exciting because it was kind of a new system entirely. What that entails is making sure that all the pieces can mix and match together, whatever combinations we might want. So we had like blades, blade mods, hilts and hilt mods, and all of those have to be able to roll together. I got to kind of, build the meshes for that system. And then the favorite thing that I got to finish out was probably the shotgun barrel, the magic barrel. It's just powered by crystals. It's really clunky. And then to reload, you kind of sprinkle magic dust on it. It's really cool.
That is really, really cool. Yeah. Are they like green crystals? Is it like all radioactive and glowy and stuff like that?
It really depends on the element.
Oh, wait a second. I did not expect that answer. My bad. That's really, really cool.
That's so awesome.
Oh, man. So I assume then that would be a weapon you would love to highlight, because that was certainly my next question. But...
Absolutely. Well, that one, I do want to make sure that we highlight the rings are incredible. They're small, but they have so much detail, and everyone should really check them out in the inspector, because the artists who did those put everything into those.
Are the rings, like, did they have different parts just like a gun would too? Like, is it that intricate?
On a smaller scale. They've only got kind of 2 gestalt pieces rather than a bunch, like the guns have a ton. But yeah, this is a gestalt on a smaller scale for sure.
That's super cool. I did not expect that.
So interesting. So does Tina's mindset ever factor into the decisions made on how a weapon looks? Like, is there any individual manufacturer that she might favor, or any particular sort of style or things that are just Tina about the guns?
Right. That's a good question. I would say that everything is influenced by her. Anything you look at, the guns, any new content, right? I think in Tina's mind, she's just like, let me slap some crossbows, let me slap some magic barrels, let me slap some crystals and magic dust here and there. And that's kind of the chaos of her mind. So that's what we did. Yeah.
That's so cool. How do you determine how a gun looks for a particular rarity? Like, does the complexity of the design change as sort of you go from, maybe your green to your blue to your purple to your super awesome legendary?
Right. Now, I like this question. We handle rarities, since the system is so extensive, we handle rarities with skins and with mods. So if you pick up a common, it's going to have less mods and therefore less stats than a legendary or an epic would have. And also you'll notice, like, when you find a really rare gun, you're going to have a bunch of different mods. You'll be able to tell right away what's rare and what's not. We do handle our materials procedurally. So we just make sure that all over the commons are kind of more, on the wear and the rust side, and then less saturated than other skins that you might see that are shiny and bright and new and way more saturated and sparkly, animated, whatever you want.
Bright colors. Yes.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Absolutely. I'm very glad to know that rarity is being respected as much as it is in this game. It's been a challenge in other titles sometimes to kind of like, you can tell when you look at something, not just by a colored beam, but by actually looking at a weapon, okay, that is of a certain rarity. When you see somebody firing a certain gun, when it doesn't have that colored beam anymore, you can be like, that looks like it's probably an E-Tech gun. That looks like it's probably a pearlescent gun. you can feel it, and it's nice to see that that art is being respected and being brought over in a much larger way, I think, by what I'm judging from your answer here, in Wonderlands.
Absolutely. And we really want players to have a reason to pursue, that one epic or that one legendary or that role that they want that suits their play style. And something cool that other people can look at and be like, hey, I want that. And it's like, well, too bad you can't have it. It's mine.
But it makes them want to play, right? It makes them
Right.
want to go get it themselves.
Oh my gosh. There's so many beautiful weapons, especially melee weapons. Also crossbows. Oh my god. I love them so much. They're just beautiful. And they're so satisfying to shoot.
Absolutely.
Is there a weapon class, I should say, a submachine guns, crossbows, anything that you really want to just highlight real quick as something that's your favorite? Or is it really that assault rifle of magic pixie dust and crystals?
Man, I'm telling you, it's the shotgun that's got the pixie dust and crystals, and I always will highlight
A shotgun, thank you. Yes, sorry.
I just love shotguns. I love how they feel. I love the impact. So I'm always going to be a fan of shotguns, but especially ours.
That's how I feel about SMGs.
Yeah,
my favorite.
Everybody seems to have their favorite. Ayla, did we get a chance to ask you last night? What's your favorite weapon class, I should say?
So I love the new shotgun barrels, absolutely, especially if I want to feel like super powerful in combat, because they have so many different firing styles. Like some of them just spread crazy wide. Crossbows are really satisfying to shoot, but my absolute favorite are actually the scythe melee weapons. They are just bonkers.
Yes. Oh my god.
I found one. I just realized, it took me a second to know where you were going with this. They are really fun.
Yes, they are. Oh my god.
I apologize. That was me. My two neurons finally connecting together to put together something really awesome. Okay, yes. So I know we're running low on time, but I did want to ask this. I know both of you participated very recently in the IGN First coverage of Wonderlands last month. And what a relief it must have been for you to finally be able to take over a lot of these things openly about what the last few years has looked like. So just a question right towards the end here. What's something that people might not know about launching a AAA title that you think is important for gamers out there to know if they want to get into this business?
I'm going to tell everybody something that will make it so they never think about games the same way again and how games are made. And that is, nobody prepares you in a leadership role for the weird, fully serious conversations you have to have about butts, poop, and blood and gore. Because every game that you see on the shelf has a rating, depending on the territory. For the USA, it's ESRB, but we work, of course, with tons of other territories. And to put it into perspective, the mushroom butts that we all know and love, to make it into this game, had to have several conversations that included during the concept phase, like, okay, is the intent that they would be fully anatomically correct? Oh no, straight-faced serious conversation. Only cheeks and the cleft, however, they are not anatomically correct. Here is the high poly for you to look at, so it's in time for us to change it. Okay, that's good. We'll move on. We'll resend it to you. All the whole time, I'm speaking to our publishing partners in another production department, and this whole exchange has to be very serious, very above board, official emails and everything. And now I'd like you to picture that conversation propagating across all of the territories in which we are launching this game, across all of the different ratings in several different languages, that everyone has to talk about whether or not these butts are anatomically correct or just clefts in a cheek like a troll doll, and having to translate that into several languages over everything that we do in this game that has to have the ratings board look at it across every video game in existence. So part of my job for anyone who wants to be a producer is talking very seriously about butts and poop.
Sounds like a wonderful job.
I'm gonna break the fourth wall real quick because I get to do that every now and again. Hi, this is Eric, the guy who plays Mitsu on the Wondercast. In the preparation for the show, we discussed a whole bunch of questions, and we got to have fun doing so. And Noelle specifically, as one of those questions, was, just ask this. Trust me, Kayla has a really good answer. And I said, okay, Noelle, I trust you. And so we put it in there, and I am 112% glad that we did.
Yes, very much not disappointed.
Thank
you, Noelle.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh my God. Yes. Oh.
Thank you so much for doing that.
One last sneaky question. We've been told you have a cool new tattoo, Kayla?
I do.
Is it Wonderlands related?
It is. You can't see it right now because I'm in a button-up shirt, but it is a solid chunk of my back. A giant butt stallion in stained glass.
That's so cool. Oh my God, that's amazing.
It is absolutely incredible. And I believe it was retweeted by the official Wonderlands account. So if you have a chance, please go check it out there. I imagine it might even be on the official Tiny Tina's Wonderlands Instagram. I think Randy also probably retweeted it because he loves good Borderlands things. So
yeah,
that was absolutely incredible and such a cool way to kind of like honor the series by getting that. That's awesome.
Series and this project and the team that made it mean the world to me. So I will never forget it. Just as long as I can see my back. And of course, Depiction Tattoo right down in Texas in Arlington. Jason was my artist. Just going to give the credit there because it is so amazing.
That's so cool. That's really cool. Maybe I can come down there for the Maya sleeve that I've been wanting to do for years. Someday we'll see. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Asia. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Mitsu. Thank you to everybody watching. There's a ton of you out there today, and we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching the Tiny Tinas of the World segment. It was really, really, really fun to be a part of that. I feel very lucky. Ariana and Ashley and Leah and Trisha were so fun. And that segment where we got to see the other sort of translation, other language versions of Tiny Tina's, that was incredible.
That was actually really cool, yeah.
I hadn't seen it before today. It was so fun. So thank you for that. And just thank you guys so much for making this incredible game. We're so excited to get our hands on it.
Thank you for having us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Indeed, we appreciate everybody out there, and we look forward for what's to come in just 3 days. So thank you once more to 2K, Gearbox, the Next Makers team, and of course, all of you out there for trusting us to be your information and entertainment source for all things Wonderlands. We leave you, as always, with our weekly magic moment. Now get out there, make your own fate.